Little Nightmares 2 is a great game. Now, don't click off the video because I'll attempt to explain why in as short of a time as possible. So, Little Nightmares 2 is a horror platformer developed by Taser Studios and Supermassive Games and follows a young boy named Mono as he navigates a monster-ridden world, eventually accompanied by a girl named Six, the protagonist from the first game. So the gameplay is split into 3 sections: platforming, stealth, and puzzle solving, and I gotta say, it was a lot of fun. Being that a lot of the game is dependent on stealth, I was afraid it would get quite repetitive, but that wasn't exactly the case, as the 3 sections are spread out pretty well. The puzzles strike the right balance of being fair yet satisfying to solve, and as a whole, the game never got too difficult, despite a couple challenging areas. But I'm sure most people would be able to beat the game just fine. However, visuals and atmosphere are definitely the game's strongest points, because simply put, this game looks incredible. The many dreary and unsettling locations give a feeling of unease, heightened by the terrifying residents of each respective area. That combined with the unique art style truly creates something special. Lastly, if I were to point out some gripes I had with the game, it's probably the controls. While the controls are pretty smooth most of the time, having to hold R2 for most of the actions got tedious at points, and the occasional inconsistent camera and some controls sometimes had me repeating the same chase sequence several times, or dying at simple platforming areas. But this was very few and far between, and who knows, maybe I just suck at the game. Also, the game's story, while having some genuinely fantastic moments, left me a bit unsatisfied as a whole. It's a shame that this is presumed to be the last Little Nightmares game, as I sort of wish that we had more of a definitive ending. But these small grievances do not really get in the way of the overall experience, as this is simply a game worth playing, even to those who haven't played many horror platformers. Even it may be a bit short, it's half the price of a typical AAA game, and considering the quality of this experience, I will definitely say it's worth picking up. It may not have much replay value, but that's fine as the game does what it sets out to do pretty darn well. Little Nightmares 2 gets an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely check it out if you get the chance.